Hello. Uh, Today we were expecting ceasefire, an exchange of all hostages, both sides, but it didn't happen that way. What I noticed is whenever Blinken comes back to the Middle East, it seems like Israelis they get excited. They do more bombing, more killing, more devastation. Today in Rafah there was a car exploded while the children was just playing outside. Hundreds of them. I also watched young girl who just wanted to go a drinking water had been shot down by snipers. I have seen a chaos after the car bomb. People running both sides. How chaos it was. They didn't know which side they were running to. It was like the description of the end of the day, the last day of the world. That is the devastation, the description was the Quran gives us. When a mother forgets the baby that she's carrying, when it falls down from the position that she was holding, when the pregnant woman would not remember when she gave deliver the baby, how devastation that day is. I saw that in Gaza today, in Rafah. I never felt or seen human being who is this much cruel. We all witnessed war, but mostly civil war. But this type of war I didn't see. This is not a war. Everybody says Israeli-Gaza war, but there is no Israeli-Gaza war. It is Israeli war to a civilian who already locked up, defenseless people who locked up and been shelled from sea, land, and air. Since they left north of Gaza, there's hundreds and hundreds of people being found massacred, whether they've been bound up, their eyes and their hands tied up, and then all shot down, whether they've been buried alive, whether they've been randomly killed by tank. There was a lot of devastation when they left. That is what Israel was hiding when they were targeting the news reporters, or anyone have got and the leverage to say what is happening there. Whatever the case was, past 4 months, today we were expecting some peace may come to those people. but it didn't happen that way. They all ended up in Rafah, 2 million people in one town. And that town, the air bombardment is still going on, and the tanks are in Khan Yunis, but they're on their way to Rafah. Netanyahu said he's going to carry on the war. I was watching Blinken when he was talking today, and he couldn't even mention, or whenever he's saying Palestinians, he couldn't lift his head up. He was feeling so shame. But when he's talking about the hostages or anything, Hamas, or he was so strong, straightforward. But when it comes to Palestinian civilians, so many civilians, he was bowing his head down. Everyone says America didn't do much, but the way I see, they're all in hostage for Netanyahu, because he's the one who calls the shot, not them. Last time, even though he rejected whatever deal that he was looking for, he promoted to Netanyahu to bring shipping a weapon which does not even pass the Congress of America. And today he was saying that we are ready to supply any weapons. They supply weapons, but then they say that they worry for civilian to die. After all, Netanyahu is making clear that he's going to where the civilians are, in Rafah. I don't understand that language. I really didn't get it. But Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. This life is just a test. And each one of us in this world passes in a way. This is their way for Palestinians. For 75 years, with this humiliation, beating up, not allowing to sleep at night. The army goes in and out for raid every night. Somebody have to die from this family called Palestine. They've been let down. They were really being let down. إن مع العسر يسرا. إن مع العسر يسرا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, and our prophet told us, that every hardship there will be ease and happiness, whether in this world or hereafter. We never miss. Please pray for Palestinians, and don't forget, you can see the West decide that these people to be wiped out. I don't see any other reasons. Today there was a leaflet coming up from above, saying that you cannot go to the north. The people in Rafah, even though the Israeli army knows that they're going to Rafah the people to go to migrate again or to go to the north, they said you cannot go to the north. So this tells us whatever hiding, Blinken was hiding it, we could see from his face, he knows something that he's not saying. But what Netanyahu says, if we see on how the West is behaving, we are seeing broad daylight that Palestine to be wiped out. And no one is saying anything. This is not right. This is not right. Thank you.